We have covered the work of Leo Perutz in episodes 143 and 310. Today we will cover his 1921 The Birth of the Antichrist. We begin in the city of Palermo in the year 1742, where we see a shoemaker meet the female servant of an impoverished village priest who has to walk 5 hours a day to market to sell some cheese just to make ends meet. After their second meeting, they both agree to get married and are done so. Sometime later, the woman, already with child, hears strange sounds at night coming from her husband's workshop. He tells her it's just rats and for her to be quiet. But then another night she hears these noises again and sneaks into her husband's workshop and sees her husband along with a fake abbot, a grinning Englishman and a quiet man with burn marks on his face, as they are going over the haul from their latest robbery, pushing useless junk onto her husband. The woman confronts them, but they all laugh at her. The husband confesses he was confined to the galleys for the murder of a moneylender and had to kill 2 other men to escape. And then not too long ago he met the fake cringing abbot and recognized another prisoner from the galleys. Since then the bandits had been blackmailing him to buy their useless wares for exorbitant prices or be dragged back to the galley. She forgives him, then admits she is a former nun, Sister Simperosa of Eternal Light, who ran away from the convent due to being worked to the bone, using a key the gardener made using wax she stole from the candles from the wake of her dead abbess. Their child is born, but the shoemaker has a dream of 3 kings coming to bow to his newborn son, bearing as present molten tar, while all the headless sins of the world come to bow to him as well. A healer in the countryside tells him his dream heralded the birth of the Antichrist, who is to be born of a murderer and a former nun. A few days later, the woman catches her husband standing over their son with a pillow, obviously intending to smother him. He pretends not to, but then goes to the bandits and pays them 40 scudi to come and murder someone. He then tells his wife her son is the Antichrist and must be killed, and then the bandits come into their house. And she uses a kitchen axe to desperately defend her newborn from 4 men trying to kill it. But then the captain of the band decides to leave, as killing an infant is no challenge for him. And the woman tricks her husband into thinking he is not the father, and that she was seduced by the old priest she used to serve. When he goes to beat up said priest, the shoemaker finds he is dead, and that he had been nearly blind and totally weak for several years. When he gets back, he gets arrested by the patrol his wife called on him for being an escaped galley prisoner in order to protect her son, and he gets hauled off to prison. He immediately tries to escape again to go murder his son, but breaks his leg during the attempt. Then he gets put into another prison and escapes. Finding his wife had moved away to the town of Corleone, he follows her and starts disassembling the windowsill of the house she works at to gain entry into her room and kill his son, but then he gets beaten up and shot. His wife finds him dead, regrets it, somehow convinces herself he was not there to kill her son, because he only tried to do it twice, blames the infant for his death and abandons it and goes back to the convent, before the child grows up intending to enter the church and taking on the name of Cagliostro.